what we are searching? Did you find something else? So far, we get to know fundamentally we are searching for pleasant experience. Whatever we are doing, everything leads towards one direction, which is the pleasant experience, happiness, peaceful state. We can name it in any way. And in the process, it is not only we are searching, we want to gain, we want to avoid also unpleasant experience. We want to survive, we want to live. So there are a lot of things happening in the process, right? Why we don't know this? It is not only we don't know, it seems my friends also don't know about this. Everybody busy in searching this and that, working hard, running behind things. Not only my friends, seems my other family members also don't know about this. It's not about where we find happiness or the pleasant experience. It's about I even don't know where I can get this eternal happiness. We have seen anything I receive, it is not staying all the time. It is very momentary. It comes and goes, it comes and goes, it comes and goes. Everything. And the whole life itself like that, comes and goes. It seems like just recently I celebrated my 5th birthday or 6th birthday. Suddenly then it goes to 30th birthday, 40th birthday, 50th birthday. Life goes very fast. Right? So everything seems momentary. It is not staying long. Anything they say like long is momentary. So we don't know about where I can get this eternal thing which is going to be there all the time. And we don't know how to gain that. We don't know, do I really gain that? We don't know what is the nature of it. What is the concept of it? So a lot of things we don't know. We don't know why I have taken the birth, what I was before the birth. We don't know what happens after my death. We don't know how this whole system functioning from our planet to other planets, from our solar family to this whole Milky Way, the galaxy, from our galaxy to many other galaxies. Also, within the life, what the experience I gain, the method is same, functions are the same, but other person is not gaining the same experience. We don't know why. Some people born intelligent, whatever the field they are in. Some people ignorant, born ignorant, they don't know. Some people, they put the effort, little bit effort, they gain everything. Some people, they work hard, still they are not able to gain. Why these differences? We don't know. What many masters are saying, we don't know. Also, what many masters talking about the truth, everybody saying they are talking about the truth, but the language is not the same. The method is not the same. The explanation is not the same. Why it is, we don't know. One person says, you will join with yourself. Other person says, there is no self. One person says, you will gain everything. Other person says, it is just emptiness. One person says, there is only one thing. Other person says, no, after death you go to heaven. The God is there waiting for you. Why, if the truth is the same, why so many differences? We don't know. And one person says, it's not you are dying, after this you are going to take birth. So our body is just like the dress we wear every day. You keep on changing. So you have taken this body, this is your dress for this life. After that you throw this body, throw this dress, you take the other body, other dress. Other person says, no, you have only one body, one life. After that, no more life. So what is truth? We don't know. So this whole concept, even though we are with our experience, with our intelligence, with our logical understanding, with our perception, we see that definitely we are searching happiness and pleasant experience. But after searching, after gaining, and I'm not able to maintain that, so I'm changing things. So I keep on changing things. And it seems like it's never ending. Which is our experience. So if I have to get some kind of pleasant experience which is going to be there all the time, or when I will stop my search, where I can get something, then it will stop my search, we don't know. So we are all born ignorant, right? It is not only we are ignorant, the people around us are also ignorant. I asked my parents, they said they don't know. I asked my friends, they said they don't know. I asked my teachers, they said they don't know. I asked all the scientists, they said they don't know. I asked all the leaders, they don't know. Great personalities, celebrities, sports people, movie stars, don't know. But this fundamental question, this fundamental search, when we don't know the answer, when we are very clear that it is not something very obvious that immediately I get the answer, but still we don't want to admit that we don't know. Instead, what we are doing, if we know something little bit, we are so happy about it, we are so proud about it, until the next person comes knowing better than you. Anything we do, a person good in maths, so happy about it, so proud about it, that I know. But there is other person comes knowing more than this person. Then his mind says, no, I need to know more. I need to know better than this person. Any kind of knowledge, when they gather, when they gain, there is certain kind of pride built in. So what happens? They are forgetting that they don't know many things. What they know in that field, still it is limited. Still a lot of things to know. Instead of approaching that way, everybody generally thinking that they know a lot. Even worldly knowledge means many fields, whether it is science, whether it is history, whether it is about astronomy, anything you take. Every field is keep evolving. So a lot of things we can keep on learning, keep on knowing. It is never ending, right? But within that field, their knowledge is limited. When we combine together everything, everybody don't know. The same thing goes when it comes to knowing what is that nature, what is this happiness, what is this everlasting happiness. But instead of having that mindset, people start to enjoy that small things until they stumbled upon a situation that they don't know, so they need to know more. So when we are keep on searching, when we are identifying whatever we are searching, it is not enough, it is very limited, it is never ending, and fundamentally we are searching happiness. So we need to know where I can get that unending happiness, eternal happiness. That itself a certain kind of knowledge. In fact, a lot of people, when I am saying lot, almost quite the whole world, not gaining this understanding, not getting this clarity, but they keep chasing things, running behind things, and happy when they are getting small things. Then again, changing. So, knowing this, that I don't know, it's already one step or a better knowledge towards finding that eternal happiness. In fact, the people are happy, quite calm or quite composed. But the moment you tell them that you don't know, and they realize that they don't know, they lose their peaceful state or happiness. Why? Because generally everybody, you can see that every human being's natural tendency is to know more, to know the reality, to know the truth. So, when everything goes without any interruption, daily life goes, in a way they are happy, right? Though it has a limitation, in a way they are happy. That's why they say, right, ignorance is bliss. Why the ignorance is bliss? It's bliss because you are totally ignorant. But the moment you come to know, you don't know, the bliss gone. The happy moment gone. The happy mind is gone. So, what to do? Better don't study yoga. Right? Because the more we study, one master after other keep telling, this you need to know, this you need to know, this you don't know, this you don't know. Before coming to the yoga class, I was happy. Everything goes nice. But after starting this kind of inquiry, it seems like a lot of things I don't know. It seems like all this while I'm an idiot. Without realizing. That's why the people, when the people getting the prize, right? You are a smart person. You are an intelligent person. They feel proud. They feel happy about it. Even any unknown person, just somebody just like a passing cloud. They just come there for a moment and going away. Afterwards, you are not going to meet. Even when that person says, you are such an idiot, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to accept that. Even though it may be a passing comment, still there is some pain inside. How come I do that? I was so idiotic. I cannot do like that. We don't want to accept that. But when we look around, we can see that however intelligent person, however great that person is, but their knowledge is very much limited within that field. And that field also, after some time, there is other person comes knowing more than this person. Because every field is keep evolving, right? So, when we look around everywhere, we have to accept this. Yes, I know a little bit, but I don't know many things. Any great scientist, any great intelligent person, anybody we take, everybody has certain kind of knowledge in certain way. Basically, I know a little bit and I don't know many things. It may be even my field. It may be I'm spending 50 years, 60 years, 80 years in my field. Still, my knowledge is limited. This we don't need to think. Straight away we can say for any kind of field. Just we need to ask one more question. One more question. One more question. One more question. Then you can see that after that they don't know. If we have this approach, when somebody saying, how come you don't know? We don't feel bad about it, or we don't feel that, how come I don't know? Right? And what the masters are saying on this, whatever we know in this world, first knowing that I don't know, that is the basic requirement. And we are all born ignorance. We need to be aware of that. And all this while, it is not expressed in a clear way. What is this eternal happiness? Where we can get? No idea. There are different statements, everything, different ways it is explained. So basically, first we need to realize, we need to aware that we don't know. Then only we start to look how I will know, where I have to search. Whatever the knowledge in this world we can gain, it may be about rocket science, it may be about planets, it may be about artificial intelligence, it may be about human being, it may be about animals, it may be about history, anything, any knowledge. Bring together all these knowledge. I know, say that you are studying and from there that you are gaining this. Masters are saying that is still not considered as a knowledge. Why? This kind of knowledge, this type of knowledge, constantly changing, constantly evolving. What you know today, you are knowledgeable about that particular subject. Tomorrow, you don't know about it. There are more researches done, more things are found out, and it is keep going. That's why in front of the young generation, we are all looking like definitely idiots, right? They just take the phone, they just take the computer, and they operate this and that, and they do like what they want to do. But downloading one app, working on that app, and if there is some changes, identifying that, already like big task for many, especially not getting used to do this, right? But now, as it is changing, new generation coming, there seems like everything like is not a big deal. So, how I will know this knowledge, I will gain this eternal happiness? If every knowledge put together is not that knowledge, still it is considered information, we gain that. But the real knowledge, actual knowledge is when we know what is that nature of that eternal happiness, how I gain that, or even when I am studying this, okay, you do this yoga, you do this, you gain that. They say that also not considered as a knowledge. And the people, they are so proud when they are practicing meditation or yoga, asana or pranayama, whatever you do, and they feel that this kind of, I'm doing a good thing, nice thing, better thing, and I know this and that, this technique I know, this I know, I know how it has to be taken care. Masters are saying that itself, that is also not a knowledge. Even you may be practicing that, studying that, any kind of book on that. It may be Upanishads, it may be Bhagavad Gita, it may be Bible, it may be any kind of book which is talking about the knowledge. That itself not a knowledge. Then what is that? The knowledge which removes your ignorance. As we see that we are born ignorant, right? The knowledge which removes your ignorance, the knowledge which puts full stop to your search, the knowledge, by gaining that knowledge, you know as though you know how everything works. It is not that information, it is not the steps, It is not even the practice, but that actual reality which we are knowing very well. And that is what actual knowledge. Rest, all other things, it is okay, you know something today, but still it is not complete, incomplete. I'm sure you are all heard this famous story. Blind man and elephant. You all heard about that story, right? You all studied about it, right? Elephant, if they never know about it, they have never seen about it, they never heard about it. When it is there, when a person, when the people, I would say like not even blind men, actual people, normal people with they have all the eyes, what is their connection with that? They say this is what it is all about. That's how like now we are living. But blind man, it is definitely like it is difficult. So wherever they get the connection, it may be the legs, it may be the trunk, it may be the tusk, it may be the tail, it may be just the body. Based on that, they identify that's what elephant is all about. Right? And any explanation about this nature of the truth, or any explanation about where is this, where I can get, how I can get this eternal happiness, or the pleasant experience, pleasant moment, where I don't need to work anymore on that. Still, it is not complete, right? So we just identify, okay, I do that, with that I will get it. Like a blind man, they just perceive whatever the area they connected, only that is the elephant. Same thing. So in the life, when the people are pursuing different things, we see that is what life is all about. So that's why last session we see, we just tend to follow what others are following. Easier. Follow the crowd. Go with the flow. Go with the world. We have a lot of sayings on that. So when our known people following a particular teacher, particular master, particular religion, we just go with the flow. So how in that case, like whatever we want to gain through this, if every knowledge, everything whatever we are working for is not the real knowledge, then this knowledge by which I remove my ignorance, I gain the reality, the real intelligence or the real picture of it. How I can get that? How I can gain that? First, it starts from identifying that I am ignorant. It is not simply saying I don't know. That everybody will say, I don't know. On the other hand, it is your exploration and you are seeing in that way, yes, I don't know many things. Then what happens when we are very clear about it? First, we will start to scrutinize all the actions what we are doing, because that is happening because we are already assuming that we know. Example, now you are working very hard to finish a project, to gain some income, to get a house, to go to this place, and to gain this knowledge. It's all what? We are searching that, we are working for that. Why? Fundamentally, we want to have this pleasant experience, that happiness. So I gain that, if I gain that, I will gain this pleasant experience. So if I know very well, I am ignorant, I don't know, by gaining this, by working on this way, it is still this happiness, whatever I am going to get, it is going to be momentary. Knowing this, by that will be very clear that I have to get the right one, or I have to really search for the right one, or I have to really stop what I am doing, which is all momentary, which is all not really happening the same direction where I want to go. So it is just like bringing me within the same circle. So when we realize that, the first thing what happens, we evaluate, we question, we want to know why I am doing that, where it is leading me. Do I need to really do that? Is there any alternative way? Or what happens if I don't do? All this evaluation will happen. Because it is not like simply saying, oh, yeah, I don't know. Generally we say that, right? People say that, yes, I don't know. Very easy to accept that. But this I otherwise we keep on moving one person to other person, one place to other place. That's how we keep our life very busy. I am an ignorant person without knowing that I am working very hard towards the wrong direction. Now this acceptance, this knowledge, this knowledge will lead to, then when we start to search where is that pleasant experience, where is that happy moment, how I can gain that. Then naturally we will see that anything happens, we don't we don't like really say, okay, I have done that because of me it is happening. You will see very well why it is happening, right? So we can explore, okay, it can happen here, this master says this way, that master says this way, it's all okay. But it has to start from, I don't know, I want to know. It is not just by simple statements, it comes from your emotional level. When I'm saying emotional level, that's where the mind is like really like focusing that. When we want to maintain the happiness. Senses, with emotionally we are connected with that. Otherwise, like we don't really get any kind of like a action. Everything we can see that there is some emotional connection is there. The human beings, the naturally connected with this way. It is not just like everything based on the intelligence or based on just like memory. There is a connection of that emotional activity, right? So we need certain time, definitely certain amount of time, to look into the way our current condition, current mind, ascertain or evaluating ourselves. When with that evaluation, we have to come to know this statement, this understanding, yes, I don't know. And it is not only I don't know, I want to know. It has to lead from there because of that experience. Then when we start to search, then comes why I am ignorant. How come there are many people lived years after years, generation after generation, centuries after centuries. How come everybody accepting this kind of ignorance and searching in the dark? Then what I can do from this condition to get rid of this ignorance means like what would be my next step? Naturally we will get these kind of questions. That's where then we will connect our emotional mind, emotional actions, emotional experience, and where this body mind sense complex moving, which direction it is working, and put together everything, different actions that makes my day, right? If we look at our daily life, from the time we got up, we got involved in many activities, right? Even a daily course, like taking bath or eating, cooking, cleaning, whatever we are doing, and from there we are embarking on into different activities, whether talking to people, meeting persons, studying, listening, moving to places, different activities, working, not working, practicing, not practicing, all kinds of various activities. Everything is based on this fundamental search. So we are moving on, we are working on. So now when we are very clear, I am ignorant, I don't know, I want to know, then we will look into the action what we are doing. I am doing this in order to gain what? I am gaining this, what is the result of that? So every step, it will come with a lot of attention. Every experience, we start to give a lot of attention. And that what is the emotional connection with that experience? What is the activity related with that experience? Then we will give attention. With that awareness, slowly we start to not just look outward, we will start to look at the way the mind functions. Because, as I said, mind is the boss. The mind is directing. So now, the first treatment to the mind is, a mind, so far you have been leading this life such a idiotic way. When we tell this statement to the mind, then the mind will wake up. What do you mean? I am the smartest person among my friends. The mind may think that way. I have to know. I have to gain the knowledge. That's what I'm working for. So now when the mind sees that, I don't know. How come I don't know? Why I have been working all this while I'm working to gain the knowledge. When I'm spending time with my parents, when I went to school, when I went to college, when I went to work, when I meet people, when I relate with people, when I raise family, when I build a home, everywhere it is gaining the knowledge. So I'm gaining that knowledge, I'm working for that. But now if I see, if we tell to the mind, it is not enough, it is not complete, it is no use, then the mind will wake up. Otherwise, you can see that generally we are happy because we all are all thinking, we are all intelligent person, smart enough to understand the basic things. But when we see, no, it is not. It is an illusion. It is not the reality. Then the mind will wake up. That alertness will set. That awareness will lead to the next question. That's where we start to evaluate, aware, whatever, connected with the mind. Then every thought process will be screened, scanned. Every thought process will be examined top to bottom in a more deeper way. Otherwise, life goes on. Still life goes on, right, for everybody. But when this search comes, when this alertness comes, then what actually happens? We start to see more than what we are seeing now. That is the beauty of it. Until then, we have taken things for granted. Okay, everything is working this way. But when this alertness comes, then mind start to perceive more than what it is perceiving now. That's what we have to examine. That's what we need to evaluate. And we will go there one by one in coming sessions. So what we need to be very clear is, I know something, but I don't know many things. But whatever I know is very limited knowledge. Even I know everything, which is not enough. The only knowledge is where that eternal happiness I can get. Not even where. When I am gaining that eternal happiness, that's the only knowledge. Until then, the steps, the tricks, the techniques, everything, it's all, still it is a limited way of knowledge. Okay. So, we'll continue, we work on that way. Have any questions? Knowledge alone is not enough, as I am also seeking my own experience. Okay, even own experience also possibly. No, I'm not saying all the time, but own experience also can deceive. That's where we are seeking the guidance of other teachers, the teachers, masters, who has already gone through the path, already gone through this experience, not momentary experience, and they are in that experience all the time, in that happy moment all the time, in that eternal happiness all the time. So, our own experience, whatever we are going through, that's where, like, when we are evaluating that, it is getting into that state, there is no more doubt, there is no more question. So when we are gaining certain experience, also we need to be careful about it, how it is related with that. Otherwise, there is a possibility we can get into it's a kind of deception. It's a kind of other type of illusion. Okay? So, aware of that, look into that. Okay. So far, how is your experience? Are you able to relate whatever we are exploring? Or, okay, something is going on every Sunday, let's hear, let's get to know something. You are gathering the information like every time we are doing in various things. But when it comes to this search, if it is just gathering the info, still it helps. They say Even you hear something now, if it is not nothing happened in this life, it may happen, it may help in other life. But we are not like, waiting until for the next life to happen. Okay. So the whole idea is how I can bring that into the practice. That's where we face the real challenge. Because our mind is running. Already it's like, it is like driving a car, right? When the accelerator is on, say fourth gear or fifth gear, accelerator also on, and also it is going down in a slope. You want to stop the way the mind functions, the way the car runs. So you want to put the brake straight away, or you want to reduce the gear. So it may not happen immediately, right? It will still go. Even after putting the brake also, it will still go. After reducing the gear also, still it will go. So the nature of the mind is like that. And knowing this is what all about will not completely change. So that's where it makes it difficult for many, and they give up, or they are happy with what they are until they face a difficult situation or painful situation. Okay. So how we can bring that into the practice, that needs a lot of contemplation. When I'm saying contemplation, why I'm saying contemplation? Because we don't, every action what we are doing, we don't have time. Our current lifestyle is like that. We don't have time to evaluate it, to give time to look into that, to think about it, to inquire the whole experience of that. Rather, we moving from one to other, one to other, one to other. So now if we want to evaluate, the first thing what we have to do, we need to give time. We need to give time to one's own self. Either by meditation, either by reading, either by going through, analyzing all the actions, contemplation. So if we don't have enough time for that, then what happens? Life goes on. It is not like anything is different thing is going to happen. Life goes on. But there is a time comes, situation comes. That's the time only then this kind of understanding will help. Okay, you will have time to evaluate it. But when we want to do that, first thing we need to give time to ourselves. Unfortunately, people looking for company. Okay, let me go to this class. Do you come? Let me read this book. Okay, I want to discuss about it. Let me sit for meditation. Let's do together. All these things, it requires for some time, but it may not help all the time. Okay. Okay. Any other question? Okay, I don't have any question. That's good to know. Oh, still we have time. Okay. Can you share your experience so that I know you are not just looking at the screen? I'll know something has gone inside also. So, how do you see? How do you evaluate our approach? Say that if you assess this approach, how do you see yourself? Also, is there anything it is connecting in your daily life? In any time, okay, we have been studying this way. So when I'm doing this work, I'm getting this kind of thought. I'm able to see that there is some link in my activity. Do you go through anything, that kind of experience? You can unmute if you want to share. We feel shy because we think like when we share something, then other people will see me as an idiot. So I am already make it very clear, we are all idiots. Sometimes we are intelligent. Rest of the time we are all idiots. So don't worry about it. You can happily express that. So especially we have this challenge. Okay. Question on meditation. Why do we mainly focus on space between the eyebrows? How about the other chakras? Apart from that, I'm happily confused these days. Okay. Okay. Why do we mainly focus on space between the eyebrows? About the other chakras. Okay. I don't know, but what the masters are saying, or what the yoga texts are saying, and also a lot of people's experience is saying, this chakra, Agnya chakra, this energy center, is known for giving this intelligence or this mind to discern what is right, what is wrong. It helps to discriminate things, whatever we are involving in, to identify the reality of many things. So this energy center basically giving that direction or bringing this mind towards to know the truth, to gain the knowledge. So if this energy center active, keep working in that direction, so when we are getting involved in different things, naturally it will bring that kind of direction, that kind of evaluation to discern, to differentiate where is that right happiness, where is that eternal happiness, where is that mind which is I am searching all this while, this pleasant experience, do I need to, all this discernment will happen. How about the other chakras? If we really separately want to know about it, this system. See, this is about the technology. This is about the techniques. This is about this whole structure. That itself we can go into deeper. Okay, Muladhara, Chakra, Swadhisthana, Manipura, Nagada. We can go into that also. That information will help to understand that everything will lead towards the way the mind functions. So it is revealing all the secrets or all the things which are hiding so far. So the more we connect with this chakra, the idea is we bypass, because all other chakras have connected with different, I would say, like, worldly experience in more in that way. Though it has a connection overall to that Agnya chakra, but focusing on Agnya chakra is the thing what we want to know this reality. So that's why the importance is given to that. Also, it is simplified in a way. Instead of working on one chakra after other chakra after other chakra, and this way, it is, we are directly moving towards the last leg rather than going one by one. And if it is it bringing any ill effect? No, not really. So it is, anyway, every energy center is connected. So when we are able to work on these more other energy centers supporting that, so we don't need to worry about it. By for knowledge sake or for information's sake, we can explore some time if permits. And suppose we are working, we don't do any meditation, we don't do any pranayama practice, but I have this strong question: how everything works, what I want to do in life, why there is life, why I am here, who am I? If I have this strong question, so my attention, my awareness is so strong in everything what I'm doing. So I don't simply get involved if I'm not getting any answer. That means like within the thought process we can work. If simply thought comes, I don't simply let go that. I am holding on that thought, I'm questioning it. Why I'm getting this desire? I'm getting this experience. Why I'm getting this experience? I desire for this and I do this action. I'm getting this kind of result. Do I need that? So we work only with the thoughts, only with the mind structure. Why I get this memory? Where this memory comes from? Where this thought comes from? This kind of question itself will lead to connect with these chakras also. It is the other way. That's why like when we are getting into this kind of practice, varieties of methods. So we focus on that. Okay. Oh, more questions. How to get started with finding our purpose deeper? Can you share a step-by-step approach? You shared first allocate time to understand. How to get started with finding our purpose deeper? That's what we are doing now. So listening and inquiring, evaluating whatever we are discussing. I'm saying nicely discussion, but it's one way. I'm just telling you are hearing. It is not like really discussion this way. Maybe in a classroom it can happen. So because of technical issue, we are not able to discuss. Otherwise, it's nice to discuss actually. It has to be interactive session. The more it is interactive, more it is about question and answer based, then we learn better or faster, I would say. So that's what actually we are doing. We are questioning everything. We are questioning the way we are living. When we are questioning the way we are living, it is not only related with my activity, it is related with others' activity, whoever I relate with. That means it is about my activity and world's activity. So when the world is saying something, I am not simply accepting it, I am questioning it. When my mind is saying something, I am not simply accepting it, I am questioning it. So that's what I said. To review this information, to evaluate all those things, we need to give time. So if my lifestyle is already so busy and I'm not able to give time, I find a way to give time. I make certain changes the way I live. And that this is the way it will evolve. So otherwise methods are plenty, steps are plenty, techniques are plenty. So it starts from there very easily we can find out. There are other things we have to do, like, if we are giving a lot of time for entertainment, if we are giving a lot of time from spending time with the people that have no connection with that. So all these things we can aware, then we change accordingly, we relate accordingly. So look into our life. Basically, we have to evaluate our daily life. Looking for eternal happiness, able to give time, but challenge comes with consistency and continuity. Not to mention that mind itself feels the challenge. It's like alternating beliefs and doubt, habits and search. Yeah, of course. And if we are consistently, if we are looking, it is not something you have to do separately. When you are saying consistent, we are evaluating the way the mind functions. Whatever you are doing, if you are giving full attention to that, that itself a search, that itself evaluation, that itself like you are doing things consistently. You don't need to do separate things. It is not that you sit in pranayama, you do meditation, then only you are practicing. No. Every time you are aware, like when you are sitting in meditation, there is thought and you are aware of that. The same way, anything you do, you are aware of that. Any thought process happening in other things, whatever you are doing in your daily life, you are giving attention to that, you are aware of that. This is what practice. It is not something you do meditation, then it is practice. You do asana, then it is practice. You do pranayama, then it is practice. You attend these classes, then it is practice. No. What is practice? I am aware what is happening. I am giving full attention in not just my senses, not with my mind, not with actions I am involved in, everything put together. I give attention. That is what practice is all about. So, if you are able to bring that, that's where we establish the consistency. As I said before also, habitually we do things. And there is a certain pattern set. With that we are doing things. With this attention, with this awareness, slowly you will see that how you can bring that or how you can regulate that the way you want. So it is just the interest, attention, awareness, things fall in place on its own. We don't need to worry about it more than that. Because first we need to accept what happens. So doubts, searching, different beliefs, concepts, various philosophies, it's all part of the process. But don't simply accept it. When the mind accepted everything as there are, is that mean that the mind have nothing to search? If the mind is accepting everything as it is, you know what happens? It will question, who is this mind? It will question, what is this entity which is seeing the mind? Who is this person who is accepting everything as it is? Who is this person who is receiving this experience? It will not stop there. Okay, I am accepting. When we say I am accepting, it is just until certain situation where there is this different kind of way of seeing. That means like everything I am accepting, there is a situation I am not able to accept. It may go into that way. Or it has to go into this way, transform into this way. Who is this mind which is accepting? What is that reality of this mind? So it will go into that direction. In fact, like when we are searching, right, and say like, what am I searching in life? So the question comes, what is life? It's not only about the life. The question comes, who am I? What is the nature of this I? Is it my I is related with only this body, mind, sense complex? Is it my I is going through this kind of experience? So what is the reality of this I? That means this accepting mind will start to question, what is this mind? Who is this mind? What is the reality of that? So it will go into that way. The search will not stop until you know the ultimate reality. When I am saying ultimate reality, that's the end of everything, and that is of everything. That's what I can say now. There is a lot that we don't know, even though there is a link. It's not easy to know the knowledge and apply it knowingly. The muscle memory of the old pattern of thinking sometimes goes on auto mode, and then only after the fact you realize. What are the methods to speed up the learning? Not to go through the motion of learning, but truly acquiring the ultimate truth. See, the same mind says, can I get this instant knowledge? I want to know, but I want to know now. Very simple. How I can know? Just stop doing everything. Just stop doing everything. Don't get involved with this and that. Can we do that? Then you can see the reaction of the mind. Right? So when the mind is continuing in that way, and I want to speed up things, it cannot. Why? Because the mind is already running towards, other direction. But the direction is opposite. That's the way we need to go. But we want to go opposite, other direction, and still we want to know the result. We want to gain the knowledge. So that's why all this challenging comes. Auto mode comes. Memory comes. Old pattern comes. Habit comes. The mind which is related with many, many lives comes. Impression comes. Everything comes. Why? Because we still running towards the opposite direction. So if we really want to speed up things, we want to know now, just now, stop things. That's it, very simple. But the problem comes, yes, I want to stop, but my wife is not allowing. Yes, I want to stop, my children is not allowing. Yes, I want to stop, my office people are not allowing. We can see that the mind will come up with a lot of other things. So what happens? We continue the opposite side of running. So it makes it like, busy. It makes it, yes, I want to do, but still I'm not able to get. So within that auto mode, it will be challenging. It is, I won't say it will be challenging. It's even like worse because it is not in our control. We are still allowing the mind to function on its own, but we want to know how to regulate it. So of course these steps will help. Practicing meditation, pranayama, this kind of like inquiry, studying about it, all will help. But unless our actions are not changing, the result won't be immediate. The result won't be straight away or like faster way it happens. But the way we live changes. The way where we want to go changes. We can see that the result is immediate. It will not take that much time. But that, yes, as I said, we can pray, that's what we can do. But there are a lot of factors need to allow. including our own people, right? If you sitting longer for meditation, our own family members will be panicked. What happens? This person is doing a lot of meditation so long. You don't need to. It's, are you going to become a monk? Are you going to the jungle? All these questions will come. Family members itself like worry, and they will create this fear in your mind. No, you should not do this. You can do 15 minutes meditation, 20 minutes meditation, half an hour meditation, fine. More than that, it is not good. That's what everybody's perception, right? Then they will say, don't attend the Sunday classes, okay? I think this kind of classes is making you crazy. So all these things will come, right? So wrong direction. That's it. Many schools mainly focus on crown chakra, right? Is it a sort of escape focusing there? Not really. I would say the movement from Agnya chakra, to some extent, it has to naturally go towards crown chakra. There is a path, actually. There is a route in the meditation. If you are able to focus straight away crown chakra and you are able to connect with that, it is fine. Nothing wrong in that. You are not just visualizing. You are not just like searching. Rather, you are able to really gain the sensation, really staying there in that. Fine. But this focusing at Ajna chakra, generally it helps to stabilize, calm down. It helps to focus. It helps to see things in a very objective way. And from here, naturally it will go there. Suppose when you are focusing Ajna chakra, this energy center, say slowly, naturally that sensation moving to the crown chakra, crown of the head, fine. You don't need to hold back here. You can move. If the attention here, from there, naturally you are gaining the sensation there, you can move there, you can focus there. That's where like it is different, it is differentiating. What happens? That the person who is focusing or the sensation happening, slowly the difference is disappearing. So that is fine. It is not that you should not do that. But generally, the way like I do, focusing on this space, so it balances. Not just the way we are doing things, also the way the mind thinks. That is the purpose. Okay. Okay. There are in that particular meditation technique, the chakra based meditation technique, energy centers based meditation technique, few other things we need to explore or we need to know. We haven't done so far. Last time when we are doing pranayama also, we didn't really go into this. We suppose to do, but of course we didn't have enough time for that. So evaluating that, understanding that, how is that structure actually? What is that methodology behind that? So it will be helpful also if we continue the meditation or if you do the meditation on your own in the long run. Maybe sometime, we see. Okay, so with that, we end today's session. And as I said, it's not just about knowing, rather it's about doing. Action comes not just by thoughts. Thoughts are the starting point, that is bringing the initiation, but the action comes the way we lead our daily life. It is not something about meditation, it is not something about pranayama, it is not something about asana practice. Instead, every action. So, aware of that, give full attention to that, and see that how this thought process and our action connecting with each other and makes our daily life. And we keep looking at that, that is what this whole practice is all about. Then we can relate. What is that pleasant experience? What is that happiness? Where is this mind going? What is it searching? It's your own experience. So that's what I'm suggesting, that's what I'm requesting, and that's what this whole practice is all about. That's how the practice also becomes simple. So enjoy your practice, enjoy your search, and let's keep searching. Namaste.